Sponsored by Nebraska Game and Parks, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Nebco is hiring CDL drivers for ready-mixed concrete in Lincoln. With 3 plants across the city, there are plenty of opportunities to start or grow your driving career. They offer great pay, medical and retirement benefits, paid time off, and they cover the cost of CDL training. Apply today and receive a $2,500 hiring bonus. Since 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today with Ready Mixed Concrete. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's NEBCOINC.com.
Hey, Husker Nation. This is Todd Euler, 2-time national champion, here to talk to you about Window World Lincoln. At Window World, we specialize in replacement windows, doors, siding, and roofing. Whether you're looking to enhance the beauty of your home or increase its energy efficiency, we've got you covered. And here's the best part. We offer the best for less. Our team is dedicated to providing top quality products and exceptional service at affordable prices. We want to earn your business and make your home improvement dreams a reality. So why wait? Contact Window World Lincoln today at 464-7313 or visit our website at windowworldlincoln.com. Window World Lincoln, where quality meets affordability.
Are you a fan of local wine, craft beer, cider, or spirits? Don't miss SIP Nebraska's 12th anniversary celebration, May 9th and 10th at Mahoney State Park, and join others who share your passion for great drinks. Enjoy unlimited tastings, live music, delicious food, artisans, and lawn games as you celebrate Nebraska's vibrant beverage industry. And when you find one you love, you can buy a bottle to take home. Choose your ticket package at sipnebraska.com. The SIP Nebraska Spring Festival, a Blur event, May 9th and 10th at Mahoney State Park in Ashland.
Right now, when you drive by Honda of Lincoln, you'll see more than 200 new Hondas and over 125 pre-owned vehicles. Hi, Charlie Stone here, and with me on the line is Andy Goodyear of Honda of Lincoln. Andy, how does it feel to have so many vehicles in stock again for your customers?
Charlie, it feels amazing to see how excited our customers are. They love the ability to see, test drive, and take immediate delivery of the exact new Honda they're looking for.
Do you have some good offers to talk about?
We sure do, Charlie. We're offering financing as low as 0.9% APR up to 72 months, or great lease rates on every new Honda. It's the perfect time to drive away in the new Honda you've been dreaming of.
How about pre-owned, Andy?
We have over 125 pre-owned and certified pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Just about every make and model with prices starting at under $10,000.
Maybe it's time you experience the best, the Honda of Lincoln way of doing business. 27th and Yankee Hill Road, or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
Hey, it's Chad with Nutrition Authority, inviting you to stop in and check out the #1 selling complete post-workout product, CPR. CPR is ideal for anyone who works out, exercises, or competes and wants to maximize results. CPR can only be found at Nutrition Authority. Stop in today, try a free sample, or visit us at mynutritionauthority.com.
Support Matt Talbot Kitchen and Outreach on Give to Lincoln Day. Your gift will be received by a portion of Lincoln Community Foundation's matching fund. Homelessness is a complex problem facing our community. By working together, we can find solutions. Your donation for Give to Lincoln Day moves us closer to ensuring that everyone in Lincoln has a safe place to sleep at night. Because of your generosity, hope lives here. Give anytime through May 29th at givetolincoln.com.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
It pays to participate in LES Peak Rewards. You can earn a $25 gift card when you enroll your qualified smart thermostat in the program. Help curb electric demand and sign up today at les.com/peak rewards.
Get ready for the largest dirt late model event in Nebraska, race fans. The Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series is heading to Eagle Raceway's High Bank Heist on Thursday, May 15th through Saturday, May 17th. See the greatest dirt late model stars in the country compete for $10,000 to win on both Thursday and Friday, and an enormous $50,000 to win 75-lap main event on Saturday. The High Bank Heist, May 15th through May 17th at Eagle Raceway. For more info, visit eagleraceway.com. Let's go Lucas Oil Late Model Racing. Eagle Raceway, just 10 miles east of Lincoln on O Street.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. It's time for The Finish Line with Bree Marie and James Roland. Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Gentlemen, start your engine! Welcome into the finish line at 93.7 The Ticket. This is Bree Marie, James Roland. We've got Jake over here on the buttons, the ones and twos, and special guest Cole Newhoffen. Oh my gosh, guys, I just pronounced it right. That is awesome. Okay, I was practicing the whole time we got here. I was like, Newhoffen. Just had to brag that one up here. I do want to remind you who are joining in with us that you can listen to us in your car and on our 93.7 The Ticket app, and also watch on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and the Allo channel 961. You can call in or text in. Last week, we were talking about squatty potties. How fun. Text us in at 402-464-5685 and chat on YouTube. So please be a part of the show. Before we kick things off, I do want you guys to pay attention. We've got Stern Company as one of our great partners. Stern Company is someone that I personally use for my race car for all my lubricant needs. I've got it in my brand new motor. I'm using some oil from them for Mobile One. I'm also using transmission fluid, rear end grease, things like that. I trust them. I know they're going to have my back, and they always have. So make sure you check out Stern Co. We also have Eagle Raceway, which we're going to touch on just a little bit. Cole and James are both very familiar with Eagle Raceway. Eagle Raceway is located a little bit away from O Street here, just a few minutes from Lincoln, Nebraska, but they've got some great racing action, not only on Saturday nights, other than special shows, which are coming up, and we'll talk about those, but there's also go-kart races at Mini E, which is inside the track, on Friday nights. So make sure you check them out. We'll keep doing what we can do here with those great supporters. I'm going to stop talking here. James, what do we got for race roundup?
Well, honestly, I don't have a ton this week, unfortunately, and that's because Mother Nature was up in her feelings again and just absolutely ruined, wrecked, ravaged everything. And it was, I was pretty unhappy about it. I'm pretty bummed out for the go-kart kids. They have just had no luck getting that season started out at Mini Eve. The track's been ready. They've got some practices in, but Mother Nature has just been wreaking absolute havoc. Took apart my Friday night plans pretty heartedly with Beatrice raining out. But fortunately, you got to go out and turn some laps Thursday night over at US 30 Speedway. We'll touch on that a little bit here. Your winners from Thursday night in the late models, it was Zach Zeitner. Tristan Grape, it sounded like an absolute barn burner of a hobby stock race. Came down to like the last 3 laps with 4 or 5 different passes from a couple of different drivers. James Roebuck picked up the win in the sport mods, and in the modifieds, it was Jesse Dennis. Jesse Dennis is a driver out of Corning, Iowa, made his first trip ever to US 30 and clean swept the heat race and the feature, took home a $1,000 top prize, and I told myself that I wouldn't forget who sponsored that. And it did, so sorry about that. So run us through your Thursday night here real quick.
My Thursday night, okay, so I raced at US 30 Speedway in Columbus, Nebraska this past Thursday. I raced a Sport Modified, for those of you who don't know. New car to us, and we're still kind of figuring everything out with it. Obviously, new car blues, beginning of the season. Cole, I'm sure you know all about that. We had a great heat race. We ended up, there wasn't a huge car count, so we split it into 2 heats to qualify for our main event, and I started second, front row, so got the lead early on, was leading most of the race, and then old DP, Devin Peterson, comes flying by, blows my doors off. He ran a great race. I was still top 3 in lap times on that heat race, so that was still pretty fun just for trying to figure it out. I know that there were some things we needed to change. I still had gearing wrong on it, so I was chipping at the flag stand, which wasn't helping my case at all. But we had a good night. The feature was a top 10. It wasn't what I was hoping for, obviously, but second race of the season, you can't complain. The car came home in one piece. Thursday. So that was fun. But yeah, I think there's supposed to be like a kids club night, kind of like Eagle had. They're having something like that, I think, this next Thursday as well. So that should be pretty fun.
Yeah, they've been doing a lot over at US 30 for the kids. I know they've got that new party bus where they take the kids out at intermission to go ride around. I'm really surprised you haven't jumped on that thing yet.
I want to so bad.
You should go out and shoo that bus.
Do you think I'd get DQ'd though?
I don't know. I'm pretty. I mean, it's a bus. It'd meet minimum weight.
You think if we do like I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that. You think if we did like a petition that maybe they'd let me ride on it at intermission?
I'm pretty sure PJ's watching us right now, so I'm sure we'll probably see something on Facebook getting a confirmation. Bobby Lincoln might be listening too, so
We should get them to comment. That'd be fun.
oh, I'm sure they will. I'm positive they're going to jump in. They've, as you heard Thursday night, Anthony and PJ plan on sabotaging us with a guest appearance at some point this summer, so we'll see if we can get that worked out. Unfortunately, Friday night was a wash for most of the area. Mini E Raceway and Beatrice both got rained out. But the sun was shining and the wind was blowing, and the racing action was absolutely excellent at Eagle Raceway last night. Much to Cole's chagrin, sprint cars went first, but we're going to talk about them last here. In the stock cars, your final feature of the night, Mason Richards picked up the win. If you tuned in last week, you heard that Mason picked up the win the previous week in the sport mod. So he's pulling double duty, picked up a win both the opening night and the second night of the year. So that's pretty sporty all in itself. Hobby stocks, Dylan Richards is still on his world domination tour. Sport mods, Cole Wayman picked up the first win on the year. In your modifieds, it was Mike Densberger in the McDonald's 81. And sprint cars, Trevor Grossenbacher, I believe, went 10th to 1st to pick up the win, but he had Joey Danley hard on his heels. Last night was your final night with Joey Danley for the time being before you go out and hit the national tour. That had to be a special night for you guys.
Yeah, we really wanted to win that one really bad. We were really close at the end there. Joey was passing Trevor for the lead, and then the yellow came out, so we didn't complete a laps. And then Trevor had clean air. It's going to be impossible to pass him when it's like that. But it was unfortunate. But we really wanted. I really wanted to win that one. I know Joey did too, just to end off the run that 8 years that we've had together on a high note. But 12th to second's nothing to hang our heads about. So.
Yeah, I mean, you guys were still in tech. So I'd like to address something here. We were talking, or James was talking about how sprint cars went first last night, and I saw a little head shake come out from you. Why is the head shake? What does that do?
Okay, the track surface argument is one thing. The track surface was better than I thought it was going to be.
I loved it. I really feathered it out.
The problem I have is sprint cars are the show at Eagle Raceway. No offense to the other classes.
You sound like Jason.
But fans come to see the sprint cars, and if you watched last night, as soon as the sprint car feature got over, the grandstands filed out. So you need to have your show be last, and other classes will benefit because people are wanting to stay for the sprint cars. Like, sprint cars are the show. Like, I grew up going to Eagle, the last show of the night, the fireworks, the music. Like, that's what made me fall in love with racing, was the show at the end of the night. If sprint cars went first, it just doesn't have that same feel, in my opinion.
So it's not necessarily about track surface. It's about the order of events is where you are. So how do you feel about Eagles' schedule this year? They're kind of switching it up to where it's not just going to be sprint cars that go first or sport mods. It'll be hobby stocks or stock cars. Like, they're going to swap places there. So do you think maybe the fans because I would counter argue that with, I've got a lot of little fans that fall asleep by time that some other classes go out, and maybe now they have a chance to watch those people because they're having their feature first.
Yeah.
So like, it's not a every week sort of thing, but how do you feel about switching it up just in that case?
I think they could switch up the other classes, whatever order they want to do. I just think sprint cars should be last. They are the show. The fireworks are for the sprint cars for a reason. They should be last.
It's like I'm talking to Jason Danley. Now, I do have one other argument, and I don't have a solid statistic, but I can tell you that every other night so far this year, I've went down to punch out in the back of the concession stand, and there was grub left over to eat on the way home. Last night, there was no grub, and talking to the bartenders, they did not see a decrease in beer sales after the sprint cars. But every feature last night was absolutely incredible, so I do feel bad for the fans that did decide to leave early.
I wonder if it was one of those things that, like, just one of those switch ups, because it usually is sprint cars last. So maybe it was like the one time switch up, first switch up of the year, so something like that. Did you see a difference in tire wear having sprint cars run their feature first, or was it kind of the same?
It's kind of it was kind of the same. I mean, earlier in the year, races are normally fine on tires. We don't really burn off races in May, early June. It's when we get to like middle July, August, where it's 105, winds blowing, hasn't rained in 2 weeks, where Roger's kind of out of luck there.
Yeah,
So
there's
that's
only
when
so
tire
much.
wear becomes an issue. And like end of the year, it's fine too when it cools off. Fall, like nationals never go through tires really. So
So you seem to have obviously a really good grip on racing and what cars are doing. And we're going to talk about later how that has kind of got you to where you're going next. But I want to talk about what started it for you. Like you said that, you saw sprint cars and that's what made you fall in love. But where was it? Was there a specific track, a specific race, a specific driver that really you were like, I'm going to make this my life?
well, my dad and I, when I was little, like 10, probably younger, I don't know how old I was when I first went out there, but him and I just went out to Eagle just for something for him and I to do, and I just thought sprint cars were the most badass thing there. And watching Mike Boston back in the day just run the wall and dominate. Like I remember Mike Boston gave me a check to take home when I was little. I thought that was the coolest thing in the world. And then when I got older, I started like paying closer attention to like why cars are faster than the other ones. And then so my dad works at the airport with Kevin Danley, and his son Joey just happened to get a sprint car when I was 13. I think it was his first or second year in a sprint car. And there was one night, it used to be you had to be 14 to be in the pits. There's like a special event. USAC was leasing out the track, and I was able to go in the pits for some reason because of a different insurance policy or whatever. So I went in the pits. This 305s were the support class, and I went in there the first night in the pits, just scraping mud. I was 13. I didn't know anything. I didn't know what a 9/16 wrench was.
But I bet you were the best mud scraper
that car was
out there.
clean. The tires were shined. Like it was the most pristine car on the track. But then that night we won. Like the first night I was ever in the pits, we won the race. So I was like, well, winning's awfully fun.
Yeah.
Like, so that's really the night that I fell in love with it, and I realized like I want to do this all the time. And then when I turned 14, I signed all the minor release forms for every track. That was the biggest pain in the butt, but yeah, that was the moment, I'd say.
So you started off scraping mud, and Kenny Danley says you finally graduated up to polishing a fine wheel.
Yeah,
Little
anybody
birdie.
who knows me know I'm pretty OCD. I want our car to be, I mean, just for our sponsors and me personally, like I want the car to look clean, wheels clean, wheels polished up, looking nice. Just being presentable, in my opinion, professional.
So we talked about you younger, got into it, and then you were most recently with Joey Danley, obviously. What was your role on his team?
Well, like I said, I started off just as a mud scraper. Then Joey and Kevin slowly started teaching me how to do random things, like as far as maintenance. And then it really transitioned to tires. I made sure our tires were perfect for a while. And then as soon as I started like really watching the car go around the track, like Kevin would ask me, "Hey, what do you think it looked like there?" Like before Joey even got off the track, I said, I think we look a little tight. Like you can't really turn the car very well. We're losing speed off the corner, no drive off there. He was like, "Oh, okay." And then came in, and then he asked Joey the same thing. Well, what do you think? And then he kind of just repeated what I just said. Like what I saw is what he felt. So it's like we kind of had that connection where like, okay, I can read a car on the racetrack and see what it's doing. And then I learned, they taught me like what, I guess, I don't know how to explain this, but just like different changes you can make to make the car go faster, like different bars, what you can do with the shocks, compression rebound, how the shocks work. And I just started, that's just all I focused on really was like what changes affect him. Like why are we good here, but not, why are we good when it's slick, but not good when it's heavy? Like it's just the constant thought running through my mind. Why aren't we better? How do we get our car to look like the attitude of the car going around the track, look like everybody else's that's better than us? And that's really what I focused on. It's like how we could get better. Then by the end, like last couple of years, I'd say I've been making most of the calls. Like me and Kevin talk back and forth because Kevin is obviously what started it all. But like with the 360 stuff, I've done a lot of stuff at the higher level now that I've learned that I can kind of bring back and be like, okay, maybe we could try something like this. I mean, it's not like I go help the other guys. They give me a setup sheet and say, "Hey, Cole, here's a setup sheet. Since you helped us, go put it on your car." It's not like that at all. It's just what to look for in a change kind of thing. So once I started learning that stuff, I could apply bits and pieces of just little things I learned or saw that they were doing at that level that I could bring down to our level. And that's when we really started winning. Won the championship in 2022. I think we won the most races up until last year. We won the most races. The driver won the most races out of it. Like he won 4 features. The next one was like 3. We won
For
like 4,
sprint cars only, or
for sprint. Like at
That's
Eagle,
still
we had the
pretty
most
cool.
feature wins in the class, is what I'm trying to say, for like 6 or 7 years in a row, I think. So
interesting. That's cool.
So yeah,
graduating from scraping mud to maintenance to high school and now to graduating college. Well, right now I think we're going to graduate to a commercial break. You're listening to The Finish Line on 93.7 The Ticket.
Support Matt Talbot Kitchen and Outreach on Give to Lincoln Day. Your gift will be received by a portion of Lincoln Community Foundation's matching fund. Homelessness is a complex problem facing our community. By working together, we can find solutions. Your donation for Give to Lincoln Day moves us closer to ensuring that everyone in Lincoln has a safe place to sleep at night. Because of your generosity, hope lives here. Give anytime through May 29th at givetolincoln.com.
Are you a fan of local wine, craft beer, cider, or spirits? Don't miss SIP Nebraska's 12th anniversary celebration May 9th and 10th at Mahoney State Park and join others who share your passion for great drinks. Enjoy unlimited tastings, live music, delicious food, artisans, and lawn games as you celebrate Nebraska's vibrant beverage industry. And when you find one you love, you can buy a bottle to take home. Choose your ticket package at sipnebraska.com. The SIP Nebraska Spring Festival, a Blur event, May 9th and 10th at Mahoney State Park in Ashland. This is it, Husker fans, your final chance to see Nebraska baseball at home this season. It starts Tuesday, May 6th with a huge rivalry matchup against Creighton. Then it's a Big Ten showdown as the Huskers host Michigan May 9th through 11th. Every game matters and your support can make the difference. Great seats are still available, but they're going fast. Get your tickets today at huskers.com/tickets or by calling 1-800-8-BIG-RED.
It pays to participate in LES Peak Rewards. You can earn a $25 gift card when you enroll your qualified smart thermostat in the program. Help curb electric demand and sign up today at les.com/peak rewards.
Finally, a good reason to have a smart house. Just say, Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket, and we'll magically start playing. How's it work? Nobody knows. Don't ask questions.
Hi, Sean Callahan here of HuskerOnline.com, inviting you to join us here on 93.7 The Ticket every Saturday morning now in our new time. We're on from 8 to 9 with the weekly Husker Online radio show. We'll give you the latest in recruiting. We'll talk about what's going on with both football, basketball, and we'll probably share a few stories from the inside. It's every Saturday morning right here on 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Husker Online radio show from 8 to 9 a.m.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with the child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today. The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeyman electricians from $32.50 to $42.50 per hour with paid benefits. And if you're looking for a new career, they're hiring apprentices at $19.50 per hour with paid benefits. Call the office at 402-423-4497 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Looking for a financial partner that truly makes a difference? Modern Woodman is a member-owned fraternal financial services organization. We can help you plan for all stages of life, from protection to saving to retirement. We also offer member benefits, social activities, and volunteer opportunities to help your family and community.
I'm Sean Erickson, your Modern Woodman representative in Lincoln. Call me at 402-483-6515 to start the conversation.
Modern Woodman of America. touching lives, securing futures.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize to participate in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the KNTK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeited. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
Nebraska Veterans Aid is here for veterans and dependents facing unforeseen financial emergencies. Get assistance with food, fuel, shelter, clothing, transportation, and even funeral and medical expenses. If you're a veteran facing a financial emergency, apply for Nebraska Veterans Aid through your county veteran service officer. Learn more at veterans.nebraska.gov/NVA. Sponsored by the Nebraska Department of Veterans Affairs, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
This is it, Husker fans, your final chance to see Nebraska baseball at home this season. It starts Tuesday, May 6th with a huge rivalry matchup against Creighton. Then it's a Big Ten showdown as the Huskers host Michigan May 9th through 11th. Every game matters and your support can make the difference. Great seats are still available, but they're going fast. Get your tickets today at huskers.com/tickets or by calling 1-800-8-BIG-RED.
Early break. You get run over, something's going to happen. But as you got closer to him, you saw he was wearing a big smile. And I thought, oh, he's got this totally under control. my whole opinion changed of the situation. It did. I thought, there's this crazy guy out in the middle of the road. He's got to get this figured out. And then when I saw his smile, I was like, oh, no, he's got everything figured out. He's got it all figured out. I mean,
with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Bush from 6 to 9 every weekday morning on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Get ready for the largest dirt late model event in Nebraska, race fans. The Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series is heading to Eagle Raceway's High Bank Heist on Thursday, May 15th through Saturday, May 17th. See the greatest dirt late model stars in the country compete for $10,000 to win on both Thursday and Friday, and an enormous $50,000 to win 75-lap main event on Saturday. The High Bank Heist, May 15th through May 17th at Eagle Raceway. For more info, visit eagleraceway.com. Let's go Lucas Oil Late Model Racing. Eagle Raceway, just 10 miles east of Lincoln on O Street.
Back to the finish line with Bree Marie and James Roland on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back into the finish line at 93.7 The Ticket. Bree Marie here, James Roland. We've got Cole with us, and we've got the Jake Meister on the ones and twos helping us out here. We were talking a little bit, where Cole Newhoffen was at throughout his racing journey, and he's actually got some awesome and exciting news that we would like. He shared a little bit on his page, but we'd like for him to talk about it now with us because, Nebraska native doing something like this is really cool. And so we definitely want to shine light on it. So, Cole, what is that news? What do you got for us?
Well, this year, starting Wednesday, I did 2 races a couple weeks ago, but I'll be the car chief for Brad Sweet's number 49. So,
and who is Brad Sweet?
Just a 6-time champion and one of the best drivers of our generation. So, yeah, a little bit of pressure there, but
no biggie, no biggie. And is there another person that's kind of part of that team that is maybe prominent in the racing community?
Casey Kane. Yeah. He owns the car.
Big fan.
Casey Kane Racing. Yep.
See, that's crazy to me. Just like those 2 names is, I don't know. Was your jaw dropped when it happened, when you got the news?
It was just a whirl. So I guess I could just say how it happened, but end of last October, I know quite a few crew guys in the work area or in the pits just from, I like talking to people. I go make conversation with people, meet them. And I met Ty Wolfgang a couple years ago. Him and I started talking, just not really close friends, but if we saw each other, we'd wave, say,
just
hey.
Friendly, kind of chit chat.
Yeah, we knew each other's name, that kind of thing. But he was working for some other teams at the time. But then I knew for the last couple of years, he started working for KKR, and he was on Casey's car first, and he transitioned to Brad's. He's been the car chief for Brad the last couple of years. And then end of October, I saw on Twitter that Eric Pretzman, who was the crew chief for Brad Sweet for the last 6 championships, absolute legend. Eric's one of the best crew chiefs the sport's ever seen. He decided he didn't want to go full time anymore, and he was going to transition away from Brad. And that's when I saw that Ty was getting promoted to be the crew chief. So he was the car chief for the last couple of years. He's got promoted. He's now the crew chief for Brad. And I just texted him and said, "Hey, congratulations, man. That's a sweet opportunity." And he said, "Hey, would you have any interest in going on the road? We got an open position."
No way.
And I was like, "Oh, I mean, yeah, I do have interest, but the problem is like he wanted me to start right then during the winter, which is most of the time that's the ideal. Like I wish I could have started in the winter just to go through the process of building the cars from the ground up, loading the trailer, knowing where every tool is, that kind of thing. I was like, I'm in my senior year of college at UNL. I've made it 3.5 years at this point. I just need to finish it out and get my degree, which is very important to me." And he was like, he's kind of like, he's like, we'll work with you. I think we can make this work. And I was like,
Man.
like, I was expecting when I said that, him to just say, "Oh, we'll just go on to the next guy. Maybe we'll catch up down the road or something." But then when he said, "We'll work with you, we're going to figure something out," that's when I was like, "Oh, okay." So then we started talk like once after he called me and he asked if I had interest, we kind of started talking about that. I immediately called Philip Dietz, who's the crew chief for JJR, because him and I have a really close relationship. I've helped them the last few years part-time, just an extra hand. And I just told him about this opportunity that I was just to see what his thoughts were, because he's like a mentor to me. And he told me to take it. It's an incredible opportunity because he worked for KKR quite a few years ago. And he's like, "You got to take it. That's a great opportunity." So then I called Ty back. I'm like, I mean, if you're willing to work with me for letting me finish college, I'll do it. Like this is my dream job. There's only a few teams that I like would really want to work for. And it was KKR and JJR. Those were the two teams that I really had my eye on that I wanted to work for, just because they're very professionally ran, win races, wins championships. So I was like, I mean, I want to do it. I'll do anything. And then we just started talking back. We started getting the details worked out. And then that's when I said, yes, I'll do it. So
is your degree going to help out at all with your new venture?
No, not at all. I got just a business education degree, but we'll maybe come back to that down the road. But right now I'm all in on racing and seeing if I could fill my role at KKR well.
But I mean, a degree's a degree, and that's no small feat. So congratulations on that. That's crazy. I'm sitting here like, you were just reaching out, being a kind person, like, "Hey, buddy, congrats." And then they're like, "You want this job?" I'm just summarizing here. And you said, "Well, I don't know. I'm kind of busy." And they still wanted you anyways. That's cool in my opinion. Especially, I don't know. I feel like people hate on Nebraska. They hate on the Midwest sometimes. And it's like, dude, there's some good people out here. So to have an opportunity like that, I'm excited to cheer you guys on and watch you guys excel. Can you explain to us a little bit about, for those who don't know, what's the difference between a crew chief and a car chief when you get up to those big leagues?
Okay, so every professional team typically has a crew chief, car chief, and tire specialist. Those are the three full-time guys on the team. Then there's a driver, but the driver's job is to drive. Obviously, most drivers don't really work on the car very much. So the crew chief makes decisions. They build the cars. They determine what setup changes we're going to make. And basically my job is to carry out whatever he wants to do. So if he wants to change a bar, change a wing, change a gear, he'll just come talk to me and say, "Hey, put these in, put this on." And then I go through, do it real quick, and just make sure that's all good to go. Then the tire specialist is the third guy. He really focuses on just making sure all the tires and wheels are ready to go. It's a big job because, I mean, it's the only four things that actually touch the racetrack. So
you hope.
Yeah, hopefully, yes.
Oh, gosh.
But yeah, the tire specialist focus on a tire specialist is usually the more entry level position when you're getting to those teams. So I'm kind of skipping a step, which is honestly pretty nerve wracking. But luckily, a couple of weeks ago, Ty called me. He's like, "Hey, are you available Easter weekend?" And I was like, "I could be." I was like, "What do you have in mind?" And he's like, "Well, we weren't planning on running, but I think we're going to go run Knoxville with the Outlaws. There's a testing Thursday, then we'll race Friday, Saturday." And he's like, "But the thing is, I'm sending all the crew guys home for Easter. That was the plan all along. And they already booked their flights and deals. So it's just going to be me and you and Brad." And I was like, "Okay, we'll see how this goes."
Sounds like a great way to get started.
Yeah. So I went to Knoxville. Luckily we had Jacob McLean there. He's a truck driver from North Carolina, kind of just helps KKR out here and there driving. So he's another hand for us, for me and Ty. And we tested Thursday, and that was kind of like my awakening moment. Like, okay, like this is my car now. Like I need to make sure this is perfect. I'm doing everything he says absolutely perfect, knowing where every tool is, knowing what every bar is, where the whole layout of the trailer. I have to learn that very quickly, because my job is to make sure if anything breaks or if
You're
something
on it.
fails, like I have to go through and fix it. So like when I got there Thursday, the first thing I did was he gave me a tour of the trailer, and I just kind of taking pictures of my brain, where things are, where all the tools are in the mule. And then we started there, and then we went to test that Thursday, and we had a pretty intense test night, making a lot of changes to see if we could get the car better. And that was like the end of that night. I was like, Ty, I don't know if I'm ready for this. And he was like, you'll be fine. You just need to calm down a little bit and have some confidence in yourself. And it was just nerve wracking. We made a ton of changes, and just making those changes, making sure I did them right, that kind of thing, which I've done all of it before, but it's just like, it's different now because like they're all doing it for a living. Like we're not there it's not for fun. It's okay. It's for fun, but it's my job now. So it's just a different mindset you have to have, walking into the races. Yeah. So Thursday was kind of like my awakening night, and then Friday rained out. So that was kind of like our team bonding night. Like Brad and all of us, we went out to dinner.
At Dingus?
We did go to Dingus at one point.
I don't see how you could go to Knoxville and not.
Friday was a good night just for us to kind of get to know each other, because like that's my family. Like that's pretty much my family now for the rest of the year. So we meshed really well. Ty and I have very similar personalities. So yeah, Brad's an awesome guy. It was really cool to meet everybody, and not everybody. I didn't get to meet our tire guy, but I'll meet him Wednesday. So but yeah, Friday rained out. Saturday we raced, got 9th in the feature. So
top 10.
It was solid night. Obviously, KKR and Brad are there to win. So anything less than a win is not good enough. So it was a decent night. We tried some different things, but just the mindset throughout the night was something that I really had to transition from. Like, okay, like when I helped JJR, I was kind of just an extra hand. Like if something broke or something failed, it wouldn't be me that they go to first. I was kind of like the kind of guy standing in the back of the room. So nothing was really my fault, but it's kind of like, okay, this is your job now. Like you have to do this the right way. That's your car on the track. And just the mindset of like locking in and just making sure everything's perfect. Because that's how you win races, and that's why they're 6-time champions. So just learning their way of doing things. I made sure I went in with an open mindset. I'm basically went in with the mindset like I'm relearning everything that I thought I knew about sprint cars. So
but that's a good mindset. That's you surrendering and saying, hey, like teach me what you know. You've gotten this far for a reason. So I think that's
the first thing I told Ty was, Ty, I'm not even going to show you the way I've done things with us, because it's old school stuff here. Like I was like, I'm not even going to tell you, just show me exactly what you want me to do. And that's how I want to do it. And that's how I'm going to be most comfortable. He's like, that's the best mindset you can have. The worst one is coming and thinking you know everything and just going with that. And I was like, no, I want you to show me how you do it first. And then hopefully I can catch on quickly and we can get rolling pretty good.
So I have another question, and then I know James probably is itching to get some in. What are hours like? Like this is full-time job for people. Is it like a 9 to 5? Probably not. Is it a 24/7? What kind of hours do you put in outside of the track?
That kind of ties in with what my question was going to be, just about how you're going to kind of attack this travel plan. You're getting ready to go for like 75 shows in the year. So how does that kind of hours and stuff work in with your travel?
There's a lot of logistics that go into it. I mean, it's pretty much 24 hour, 7-day a week job in race season. Off season is a little bit different, but in season it's like, okay, we finished one race, go wash the car, get it in the trailer, go do maintenance,
eat some food,
eat a little bit when you can, load it up, go to the next track. It's drive there, get maintenance done. If you have a day off, you might. But like the month of May, the most days we have off before we race again is 2. So
seriously?
Yeah, we race, I think I have to look for sure. So I'll just walk through it real quick. like our month of May is probably our busiest month of the year. And
I thought you were working for a high limit team, not an IndyCar team.
So my first race will be Wednesday at 81 in Wichita. I'm driving there. Then I'm following the rig to Lakeside. My mom and my sister are going to watch at Lakeside, and they're taking my car back. And that's when I hop in the semi, and that's when I'm gone. So we race Wednesday, Friday, Lakeside, Saturday, off Sunday, race Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. And the week after that, we race Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then the week after that, Friday, Saturday. So,
holy cannoli.
So yeah,
I'm in.
It's a busy month we have coming up. It's like I don't feel comfortable until I feel like I'm fully prepared, and Knoxville helped a lot. Like if I was going in without Knoxville, of everything that I learned just in those 4 days that I was there, of like the maintenance program, and we went through all that kind of stuff, because in order to win championships, your maintenance program has to be top notch. So learning how they do all their maintenance, how they keep track of everything, was very nice to have, just to do that. So he could kind of walk me through how he does what his expectations are. So that was good. And we'll have a busy week coming up. So busy month.
So you cram this, you cram this whole team into a semi. How do you get around when you actually get stopped? I mean, I'm seeing, like, we live in an era of electric bikes, and I just saw this scooter gang drive past. Yeah, Barbie Jeeps. How do you guys all get around? Is it like piggybacking on the same Honda Ruckus or what?
Well, we all got scooters to get
Scooter
around.
gang?
Yeah, we got some electric scooters to go get food or whatever. But like at Knoxville, we had Brad typically just flies in and races and flies home. So he has a rental car that we can use typically.
Where's
But
his
not all the
scooter?
time. I don't think Brad has a scooter.
Brad needs a scooter or a Barbie Jeep.
But
Not being biased.
Yeah, we just use those to get around when we don't have another vehicle. So
Okay.
it's kind of hard to maneuver a semi around.
Yeah, that's true.
Cities. So.
I'm not going to lie. We were definitely talking about that on the last break. I was telling James how I was walking around Eagle yesterday, and all of a sudden I hear this, "Hey, Bree," and I look, and it's Mr. Hollywood himself over here on a
Hollywood
scooter
Newhoffen.
on dirt. And I thought that was the coolest thing ever. But speaking of break,
Yeah, we probably should take a final break for the evening. Keep it locked right here on 93.7 The Ticket. You're listening to The Finish Line.
Are you a fan of local wine, craft beer, cider, or spirits? Don't miss SIP Nebraska's 12th anniversary celebration, May 9th and 10th at Mahoney State Park, and join others who share your passion for great drinks. Enjoy unlimited tastings, live music, delicious food, artisans, and lawn games as you celebrate Nebraska's vibrant beverage industry. And when you find one you love, you can buy a bottle to take home. Choose your ticket package at sipnebraska.com. The SIP Nebraska Spring Festival, a Blur event, May 9th and 10th at Mahoney State Park in Ashland.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
Hi, Sean Callahan here of HuskerOnline.com, inviting you to join us here on 93.7 The Ticket every Saturday morning now in our new time. We're on from 8 to 9 with the weekly Husker Online radio show. We'll give you the latest in recruiting. We'll talk about what's going on with both football, basketball, and we'll probably share a few stories from the inside. It's every Saturday morning right here on 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Husker Online radio show from 8 to 9 a.m.
Nebraska Veterans Aid is here for veterans and dependents facing unforeseen financial emergencies. Get assistance with food, fuel, shelter, clothing, transportation, and even funeral and medical expenses. If you're a veteran facing a financial emergency, apply for Nebraska Veterans Aid through your county veteran service officer. Learn more at veterans.nebraska.gov/NVA. Sponsored by the Nebraska Department of Veterans Affairs, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Right now, when you drive by Honda of Lincoln, you'll see more than 200 new Hondas and over 125 pre-owned vehicles. Hi, Charlie Stone here, and with me on the line is Andy Goodyear of Honda of Lincoln. Andy, how does it feel to have so many vehicles in stock again for your customers?
Charlie, it feels amazing to see how excited our customers are. They love the ability to see, test drive, and take immediate delivery of the exact new Honda they're looking for.
Do you have some good offers to talk about?
We sure do, Charlie. We're we're offering financing as low as 0.9% APR up to 72 months or great lease rates on every new Honda. It's the perfect time to drive away in the new Honda you've been dreaming of.
How about pre-owned, Andy?
We have over 125 pre-owned and certified pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Just about every make and model with prices starting at under $10,000.
Maybe it's time you experience the best, the Honda of Lincoln way of doing business. 27th and Yankee Hill Road or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
Support Matt Talbot Kitchen and Outreach on Give to Lincoln Day. Your gift will be received by a portion of Lincoln Community Foundation's matching fund. Homelessness is a complex problem facing our community. By working together, we can find solutions. Your donation for Give to Lincoln Day moves us closer to ensuring that everyone in Lincoln has a safe place to sleep at night. Because of your generosity, hope lives here. Give anytime through May 29th at givetolincoln.com.
It pays to participate in LES Peak Rewards. You can earn a $25 gift card when you enroll your qualified smart thermostat in the program. Help curb electric demand and sign up today at les.com/peak rewards.
Nebco is hiring CDL drivers for ready mixed concrete in Lincoln. With 3 plants across the city, there are plenty of opportunities to start or grow your driving career. They offer great pay, medical and retirement benefits, paid time off, and they cover the cost of CDL training. Apply today and receive a $2,500 hiring bonus. Since 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today with Ready Mixed Concrete. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's nebcoinc.com.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize to participate in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the KNTK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeited. Thank you for participating in our contests, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
Get ready for the largest dirt late model event in Nebraska, race fans. The Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series is heading to Eagle Raceway's High Bank Heist on Thursday, May 15th through Saturday, May 17th. See the greatest dirt late model stars in the country compete for $10,000 to win on both Thursday and Friday, and an enormous $50,000 to win 75-lap main event on Saturday. The High Bank Heist, May 15th through May 17th at Eagle Raceway. For more info, visit eagleraceway.com. Let's go Lucas Oil Late Model Racing. Eagle Raceway, just 10 miles east of Lincoln on O Street.
Back to the finish line with Bree Marie and James Roland on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back into the finish line on 93.7 The Ticket with Bree, James, Jake on the buttons, and Nicole Newhalfen with us today. We were just chit-chatting here on break, and we did talk. I think we have one of the youngest 410 crews in our midst. What's the ages you've got going on over there?
So Ty, the crew chief, he's 25, but he's been on the road since he was 16. He's been full-time on the road since he was 16. So he has tons of experience. I'm 22, and then Zane, our tire specialist, he's 25 as well. And Brad's 39. So yeah, we're usually for every team, the crew chief's the old guy, but not the case with us. We're looking forward to building something. Hopefully we can all stick together for a while and build
long
something.
term.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool. And then you had said that we were talking, if you're going to come back to Nebraska and not forget about us completely because our weather is so good. Where is your next local race to us?
Next time I'll race in Nebraska is June 10th at Eagle for the high limit race, and I'm really looking forward to that. I told Brad and Knoxville, I'm like, we got to put it in my contract that we have to win that race. Like, it's my home. I've won a lot of races there. We have to win that race. So.
Man, that's going to be tough. I think Kyle Larson is the only current driver that has 100% win ratio at Eagle Raceway. And I'll be gone next Sunday, headed down to Kansas to do some media stuff for the NASCAR weekend. And I'd planned on asking him what he thought about, if a late model ride were to fall into his lap for next weekend's High Bank Heist at Eagle Raceway. I wonder if he could keep that up.
That'd be interesting. You should make sure you have it recorded on that one.
Oh, the recorder's already, we're charging up. The gear bag is ready to go.
Perfect. So what do you think it's going to be like coming back to your home turf, your stomping grounds?
It'll be cool just seeing family and all the Danleys, Bubacks, all of my really close friends, just to see them because I'll be gone for a while. I won't see them. So I'm just seeing all them and then being back I grew up at Eagle. It's like my home. So
did you get kind of teary-eyed with Terry's little post today?
Yeah, we had a kind of a get together all today with all them, and yeah, it was a little emotional, especially with Kevin, just because he's basically my racing dad. So,
one of the least emotional people I think I've ever met.
Yeah, I didn't think. But yeah, we got a little emotional there, but
that's
especially
good.
with Ava too. Joey's daughter, she's got me wrapped around her fingers. So just knowing that I won't see her until then is sad, but it'll be cool. She's already a Brad.
She'll be to see you though.
Yeah, she's already a Brad Sweet fan too,
perfect.
so that's cool.
Don't have to convert her or nothing, so that's good.
Just got to get her a couple more shirts.
Yeah, it'll be cool to come back to Eagle. It's just like I told you guys, the mindset difference when I'm working on Joey's car versus Brad's is just night and day. It's just like it's my job working for Brad. I'm just there to help.
But I think the passion will still be there.
For sure. Yeah.
I mean, they're both for fun, like you said, obviously, but the mindset's different. But I think like at the end of the day, like the competitiveness in you is probably going to transfer over.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like you're out there, you're watching and you're just like grabbing onto your hat or your scooter, I don't know, whatever. And you're just watching, you're like, okay, did I get everything right? No pressure. Did I tighten all the bolts? Did I XYZ? And, just it's kind of like betting on horses, you're out there and you did what you could do, but you don't necessarily have control over the situation. So I would imagine that the heart will still be there. So we're definitely James and I will be out there for the high limit race, and we'll have to non-biasedly be cheering Brad on. Is that a thing?
I usually stay pretty biased, and that's what's cool about this for me is, I don't have to specifically cheer for Brad Sweet when I watch a high limit race, but I know that Brad's got one of the local boys on his crew. So I've definitely got to carry a little teensy bit of that. I mean, nobody's ever going to be 100% non-biased, but I definitely got a little bit of extra rah-rah for the hometown folks to make it.
So I think what we should do is we're going to check in and see if we may be able to snag some tickets for that. I don't know. Don't hold me to it. But I think that'd be kind of fun to snag some tickets for that show and hand it out to you guys, the listeners. We may have some sort of contest coming up in the next few weeks if we can get them. So be on the lookout for that. I think that should be fun. Any last words you want to give to the listeners before you say adios, Nebraska? Anything like shout out to your mom, anything like that? What do you got for us?
Yeah, obviously my family, just for supporting me and pushing me. It's not like I'm moving across the country to Mooresville, North Carolina, so I'm going to be pretty far away, but I'm chasing my dream. This position at KKR is like the last, I think 3 or 4 car chiefs for Brad are all crew chiefs now. So, that's my goal one day, maybe 5-10 years from now, but I'm in the position that I always dreamed of being in, and I'm very thankful for the opportunity that they're taking a chance on somebody that hasn't been on the road before to fill that position. So thank you to Ty and Casey for believing in me, having confidence in me that I can learn and do this at a high level and keep the winning tradition of KKR going and win some more races with them at the end of the day. That's what it's all about. So I'm just grateful for everybody that's supported me. I had quite a few people come up at Eagle, other crew guys congratulating me. So that was cool just to see them. But yeah, I'm just very thankful for Ty and Brad and Casey for believing in a kid from Nebraska that's never been on the road before to come be their car chief. Is kind of just crazy to say out loud, but I'm really looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to the challenge. I know we'll all get along really well. We already did at Knoxville, so I'm not worried about that at all. I'm just looking forward to learning as much as I can and hopefully win another championship with them this year.
You did kind of get your feet wet a little bit in the traveling and going to different racetracks with JJR here a few years back. So kind of making that transition into full time, what are some things that you already know that you can look forward to, and what are maybe just a couple of kind of the great unknowns?
It's just life on the road is like when I was helping them, it's just like I drive to the race, help them at the race, drive home, and then or
Kind of similar with Joey too.
Yeah, help them at the car wash, help them with maintenance a little bit. But like when you're living on the road, like you don't get to go home. It's just you're with the guys no matter what, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So I'm looking forward to learning that, of being a part of that. I've always wanted to do it. So, but yeah, what I learned from JJR, to answer your question, is just like what a professional team looks like. I know what a good car chief looks like. I watched Clyde Knipp. He's one of my best friends. He was the car chief for JJR when I was there the most. And he's somebody I've looked up to as well. Like I called him as soon as I got this opportunity. I'm like, dude, do you think I can do this? He's like, yeah, actually, Ty just called me and asked about you, and I told him to hire you. I was like, oh, no pressure, thanks.
Man, that's a pretty cool reference to have.
Appreciate the reference for sure, but like, I haven't been on the road before. He's like, got to do it eventually. You just got to go learn. So,
and this way they can kind of mold you too. That's the other thing, is you don't necessarily have bad habits to break.
Yeah.
So,
but yeah, Clyde is somebody I look up to. He was a great car chief. I know what a good car chief looks like, which I feel like is an advantage for me because I know where I need to get to be the best car chief in the pits, which is at the end of the day my goal right now. So I know what it looks like. I just need to learn as much as I can, as quickly as I can, honestly, with how many races we have coming up, and just not make mistakes, ask questions. I told Ty, you're gonna get tired of me asking questions, even if it's questions I already know the answer to, just to be sure. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Ty and I have been talking to each other like every day since Knoxville. So just building that relationship, the communication between us throughout a night is very important to have. So building that chemistry. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I know what it looks like. I just need to get there and learn as much as I can, as quickly as I can.
well, before we leave, I have one final request, and that's if you could give our listeners any advice for anyone who's new to a crew, whether it's hobby or they're going out semi-professional, professional. What's your advice for them?
You just got to have a good work ethic. That's the end of the day. Like I worked for free many times. Just like in my mind, my payment that I received was all the knowledge that they were willing to give me. So like when I first started, I would work for free as much as I could just to learn from the best. Because at the end of the day, like knowledge is key in this industry. So I wasn't looking to get rich doing this. It's just something I love to do and I've always wanted to do. And it got me to this point where I've built relationships with people in the pit area that have really paid off. And it led to this at the end of the day, because I was the kid that walked up to Philip Dietz and said, I want to work for you someday. And then I just kind of weaseled my way and just started helping him as an extra hand here and there. And then it eventually led to Ty calling Philip, asking about me, and he recommended me. So you just got to build relationships with people, be nice to people and talk to people, get to know, you never know what'll happen. Like the first time I met Ty was at Huset's, probably 4 years ago now. And he was working for Brian Brown. And we just started talking about just where are you from? Just started talking to each other. He was going through a kind of rough spot with where he was at in his racing career. And I was just talking to him and he was like, do you want to go on the road someday? And I said, yeah, at that point. And, but like I was just going to college. It was a long ways away at that point. And, it eventually, just that conversation eventually led to down the road, this opportunity that I was given. So, you just gotta have a good work ethic and build relationships with people. Don't be scared to ask people questions at the end of the day. I mean, I've always been ambitious and, like I'm just an ultra competitive person. So if I saw somebody that was good and better than me, I just went and asked them. Or like JJR in my eyes it is one of the best teams out there. So why don't I go up there and ask if I can help and learn from them? So don't be afraid to chase your dreams, I guess.
Well, I can't speak for everybody, but I know that I can speak for a lot of people who've had the chance to meet you. Congratulations on all that you've accomplished. Everybody is super proud of you, and we definitely look forward to seeing where you go next. We're going to have to wind this one down here on the finish line. I've been James Roland with Bree Fan Steele and Cole Newhoffen. Join us next Sunday right here, same time, same place on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Get ready for the largest dirt late model event in Nebraska, race fans. The Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series is heading to Eagle Raceway's High Bank Heist